Right, back again. Another video, this time on the old e-bike again. Got a bit of a problem, gears making a bit of a noise. I think they just want indexing, but first things first is give it a bit of a clean, and I'll show you the reasons why. As you can tell, it's a bit dirty from the last time I went out. I'm going to give it all a clean first. As you can tell, my drivetrain is absolutely disgusting. So sort all that out first, give it a clean, give it a wash, and then go from there. Right, looking a bit cleaner. We're a couple of days later, because after I washed the bike, I found out that I've got a worn chain. As you can tell, the one is almost in there. And the 0.75 goes straight in. I advise anybody that's got a bike to buy a chain checker just to keep on top of it, because it's cheaper to change the chain than it is your whole drive set. And these are a few quid. Right, chain split pliers. You should have a split link, which on my bike is one of them by there. I have got fucking two because I've had problems with my chain in the past, but these are easy enough to use. In there, oh sorry, and squeeze, and that's the split link off. I'm gonna have to put you on the side to show you this now. One split link. You're not supposed to reuse these. When you take them off, you should change them. As you can see, chain's easy enough to take off. Brand new Shimano 12 speed chain. By the way, my bike is obviously full suspension e-bike. It's got a Bosch CF motor Gen 4, and it's a 1x12, so it's a 12 speed bike with one on the chain ring. This is a difference on chain lengths to do with how many gears you got. I'll show you how to do it on mine. But if you've got 11 speed, 10 speed, 8 speed, hardtail, they are slightly different on doing the chain lengths. I'll show you how it's recommended, and I'm going to compare it against my chain to see how accurate it is, or whether I've got this right, or whether the bike was not put together right in the first place. We'll soon find out. Right, for your chain lengths, you've got to go around the chain ring, around your biggest sprocket. And then once you've gone off the bit, I'll show you how to do it. It recommends from where the chain meets to go 6 links. Now personally I don't think it's 6 links, because in my book that's a link. They're on about 6 individual rollers. Now personally 6 links I would have thought is 6 links long. No, it's not. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll show you on the bike now. when you do it, you don't go through the derailleur. at all. You leave out the derailleur, it's just purely a link like that. So where they join together there, like that, don't count this as number 1, that's 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's that one there. So we'll check this against my chain and see how accurate it is. Right, got a chain splitter, easy enough to use, chain in between. I'm going to just put it on my chain just to keep a mark of where I need to split it. Right, I'm not actually going to split it a second, I'm going to check the length. Right, both ends of the chain together, and now feed it full of length. Right, now that's showing 1, 2, 3, 4 links longer, so I'm going to double check it and make sure. Right, see, it's showing 1, 2 rollers longer, so I had slipped. I'm not going to shorten it to the length of mine. Sorry, my camera was out. Right, 1, 2 rollers longer. Now, I'm not going to shorten it to mine because I know I've had issues with my chain, and it might be perhaps something is missing out from it, and you can always take links out rather than adding them. So I'm going to split it here, put it on the bike, use the bike and see what happens and go from there. Right, now chain splitter is easy enough to use. Obviously put it between, there's a pin there, stop there, make sure it's wound up against the stop, hold it in this hand and literally just turn it and it'll push the link out. And that's the link out, and now I should have the chain in 2 pieces. 1, 2, with the roller that I pushed out by there. Right, with my chain splitter I add one of these. Well, this is to hold the chain so you can put a split link on, make it a bit easier. I'll show you how to do that now in a second. I'll just get the chain on and around and through the derailleur and then show you. obviously brand new split link. You can see the hook is on, chain's dangling down, so I can get a split link in. That one through there. Don't know if you can see this, but there is an arrow of rotation, so obviously it rotates that way. It rotates that way, so that's the way it needs to go on. Take the hook out. Like that. Right, and the easiest way to lock these is if I just jack the back of the bike up and lift the back of the bike up a minute. Right, I haven't locked that link. I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to take those two links out. That's never right. Right, I shortened my chain a bit more. That's a lot better, as you can tell. That's literally all I took out of it to get the same length as what was on it. Obviously the video I watched and where I looked at it about the 6 links, I must have got that wrong, but it does say 4, 5 or 6, so perhaps I've just misunderstood how it was. Could have been me not really understanding how we meant to do it properly, but like I said, that's why I would call 2 links myself, not 1, 2, 3. So right, anyway, waffling. Right, what I was going to show you was the best way for the split links. If you have a look, split links there. To get that all the way home to lock in is literally put your pedal forward. Let's try and put you in a position so you can see what I'm doing. Stand the bike up, back brake on the pedal, and that should be locked in. And there you go, simple as that, all locked in. Now I am gonna oil this chain for the obvious reasons. It's brand new, so the best way to do it, take it all the way back, put the split link where you can see it, right, split links by here, and I'll show you how I oil it now, or lube it, or whatever you want to call it. This is the lube I use. Knock off wet lube. Obviously it's winter, so it's wet, but if you use your split link as a starting guide and lube your chain, you know you've come all the way. Always lube it on the inside, because then it can run down. So what I'm going to do now is lube it, and what I tend to do is literally 1 drop on every single link or roller. All the way around the chain. Now I don't think you're going to want to watch me do this all the way, but I'll leave it run. Can't remember if I done that one. this is a good way that you can examine your chain while you're lubing it, because you can take note of it as you're going around. There's my split link, so I've been all the way around. And that's it. That's how you change the chain. Right, my bike, it's got the Bosch CX motor on it, Gen 4, single chainring, 12 speed on the back, and mine is Shimano gears. Now obviously I've shown you how to change the chain on mine. I was kind of hoping that the measurements would work, but it was different, and you've seen the slack that was in it. Wasn't happy with even trying it down the lane like that, let alone riding it up the mountain, so that's why I shortened it down. It could just be that I've misunderstood the video that I watched to show you how to measure it, which is quite possibly it. I sometimes find doing stuff better than actually watching and learning, but I thought I'll show you the way I do it. Tried it the way that I seen on the other video, and it didn't work for me on this, so I done it this way, and this worked. It's all right. I'm gonna try it. I checked my derailleur to make sure it was lining up top and bottom. It looks good. So if there's any indexing on the gears, it's just a bit of slack or a bit of tightening on the gear selector, which is easy enough to do. It's only a thumb screw. I'll show you where that is now. Do the slack on the cable. It's turning this year. I ain't gonna mess with it, because half a turn on here can make a big difference on the back end, because I've had to do it once or twice, because all this is new because I've had a derailleur, but I didn't do that was done elsewhere. So if any indexing needs to be done, it's just moving this, either tightening it or loosening it to elongate the cable or shorten the cable, and that'll make a difference to how your gears change. Right, that's it for me on this one. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.